Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Previously on episode 1, you can see here the guys were ripping out the kitchen, and now on today's episode we're going to be going through day 2 and day 3 of the work. So let's get into it. So it's day 2 and the guys start off by doing some plumbing works. Here they capped off where our old sink used to be, and they're now connecting up where the new sink is going to be on the island. So Brad here is just pushing through, feeding through the blue plastic pipe outside to where our main drain is underneath the manhole cover. And then here he's just asking us where we want to have our lighting. And then moments later, Tony the electrician is just again confirming where we want to have all of our lighting in the kitchen. Now, after a long discussion with Tony, we thought it best just to leave him to it and let him carry out the electrical works.
Okay, day 2, that's a wrap. We're actually filming this now, the recap, the morning after, because we didn't have time last night. But basically, day 2, they spent pretty much all day sorting out the electrics. So for our extractor fan, all the lighting, all the spotlights we're going to have, the 2 ovens, island with the washing machine and the dishwasher integrated. So all the electrics, and I mean, we were quite surprised with the spotlights as well, because in the morning, the sort of guy running the job said, I don't think you're going to be able to have many spotlights, probably about 6. And then when the electrician turned up, he was like, oh, you can actually have about 12. So we don't know if that's going to be too bright yet, but
We currently have 12 lights.
yeah.
We'll hopefully get them on a dimmer as well, because it might be a little bit overkill.
Yeah.
So a dimmer might be nice.
Yeah, we might be eating these words later, because we're going to have 12 spotlights, a central light, down light over the island, cabinet lights, lights under the cabinets, lights in drawers, and some spotlights. So it's going to be like Las Vegas in here, I think. So yeah, stay tuned, basically. But in terms of day 3, I'm not too sure exactly what they're going to be doing, apart from the massive hole that John was trying to drill last night. It took him pretty much all day. I think he's going to be connecting that up, which will allow him to pipe to where the sink is going to be and everything on the island.
I think there's some more electrical work going on today as well, because we've got the channels ready for the wiring, but the wiring isn't quite there yet.
Yeah.
So that might need to be done. And also I think they might need to do one more box, one more channel, because on the plan it looks like we've got 2 ovens in the same unit, but in reality it's 2 ovens and underneath there's a plate warmer. So I don't know if that's got a socket yet, and we might need to check that, because we don't want to get to the point where everything's plastered and ready to go and we're like, oopsie, we need another outlet.
But yeah, the guys are going to be here momentarily to begin day 3. So we're going to go and we're going to let you watch the footage.
Now we are on day number 3. Today the guys did a lot of cutting up and measuring of the drain pipe that goes underneath the kitchen floor and leads to the kitchen island. They also connected it to the outdoor drain. Later on, Tony the electrician came back, and then you'll see him in a second taking out the old kitchen lights before installing some new spotlights for us.
Halfway through day 3, we got a bit of bad news.
Quite a bit.
Not looking great. Yeah, I don't really know what we're going to do, to be honest. But basically what happened is, where we had absolutely no drainage on our back patio, because the previous owner decided to lay a slab on top of a slab on top of a concrete base. So there was absolutely no room for water to drain anywhere. So it was basically just running all the way up to the house and soaking through. And because we didn't have the, the high density brick in our flooring as well, that didn't help, because the bricks were just soaking up all that moisture. But basically, we're looking at about $4,000 to fix the floor in the kitchen, which was a completely unexpected cost. So yeah, that's put a brightener on our little kitchen project, but hey ho.
The joys of renovating stuff, I guess.
Yeah, But we keep moving, so let's go.
So, like Maria mentioned earlier, here's Tony just putting in our new ceiling spotlights after removing our old lights. After that, he began pushing through some cable into where the island's going to be so that we can have electricity for our appliances in the island. He also finished off some of the channeling which he'd cut out in the wall and started placing wiring for our sockets, before finally working on the light switch and then turning on the new spotlights. He then began running a cable all the way across the room through the ceiling, which is basically going to where our ovens and plate warmer are going to be. Meanwhile, the other guys continued on with some more plumbing works. This involved bending pipe, putting some lagging on the pipe and basically connecting it up to the outside drainage. Once the guys were happy with all of their pipe work, they began clamping it to the floor before mixing up a little bit of cement to then cement in the new blocks over where the holes in the floor used to be. And once they'd done all the cementing of the new blocks, they basically cut and fitted all of the insulation boards for the flooring. So this obviously went around all of the pipe work and everything else in the room.
So, end of day 3, let there be light.
Yeah, so they've managed to do a lot of work today again. Put pretty much all of the spotlights in.
We've got plumbing.
Yeah, they've sorted out the plumbing on the floor, run all the pipes from the main drain outside. They've also put lagging on all the pipes. They've also laid down sort of an insulation on the flooring.
There's also cables for all of the electric boxes.
But yes, as you can see, it's a lot brighter in here now. It's coming together slowly but surely. And today, I believe they're going to be basically making the floor good and making the ceiling good. I don't know much more than that. So
Today, we're also going to hopefully get the news regarding the floor.
yes. So the flooring issue we mentioned earlier about it costing around £4,000. Now we did say, you know, if you can find it cheaper, you know, great, do some research for us please. But also there was another option of, instead of having tile, having laminate flooring, which would save on a lot of the cost of materials. But
however, we'd be losing out the money we've already paid for the tiles, which are outside waiting to be installed, because the place we got our tiles from is absolutely great, but they don't take returns, so they don't do refunds, which means we'd be losing out on that money.
And we spent over £500 on the tiles, and they're huge. So we really,
Yeah, lovely. I mean, I love those tiles.
they are nice tiles, but yeah, we don't really want to lose out on money, but at the same time, we need to see how much this is going to cost us. So
we don't really have unlimited budget options, unfortunately.
So yeah, keep watching and you'll find out soon enough. So yeah, so we don't really know when the kitchen's going to move forward. Could be tomorrow, but could be next week. But that's going to definitely push our timeline back a little bit.
Plug sockets are not working anywhere in the house, which is really odd. So yeah, the joys of renovating, I guess.